Yo, this is Everwild 2025. We're over here on what they call the third stage. This is the Artist Village. It's one of the coolest things about Everwild Music Festival. And I'm here with the great Mike Pinto. Mike Pinto, is this your first time at Everwild?
Oh no, this is my fourth time at Everwild. Well, third time at Everwild, and I did a freak stomp in there somewhere. So I've been, you know, lucky that Trops blessed me, let me come and hang out here. I guess it was like an old ski resort when it was in Freak Stomp. And then slowly but surely they came our way to Legend Valley, and it's just a beautiful place to be. And if I'm gonna go to Ohio, it's like about as relaxing as it gets.
Yeah, certainly a relaxing vibe out here. Now, you said earlier that you've been on the road for a little while, so you're kind of low on sleep. Where did you just come from?
I just played up in New Jersey, Atlantic Highlands with Badfish. I did a little opening set right on the water, man, on this place called Sandbox at Sea Streak. It's like has a ferry right to New York City. So you see these folks coming in from New York, and then they come to this. They're all in their suits, and they come to right where the beach is. It's like you're going the wrong way, buddy. You need to go chill on the beach and listen to some reggae music.
Well, if they heard the sweet sounds of Mike Pinto, they might be lured in, that's for sure.
You might be right. You might be right.
So, my man, how long you been doing music?
20 years, I think. I went to college, and once I graduated college, I was kind of like fiddling around in the, trying to impress girls in college, and then once I graduated, I knew it was what I wanted to do. I traveled to Australia with a group of students, and they really kind of were taking the new songs that I was writing. And like one of them was Tricky Nicky, and I think I had One More Time too, which is started becoming an early popular song. So that was the beginning. We got the confidence from these college kids, and then I just booked my own tour to go to California, and I never came back. That was like 12 years I was there.
So you said that you kind of started in it because it was college. You're in there to kind of just have a good time. You're impressing the women with your skills.
Trying.
No, he and still is. But how have your goals changed over time? Obviously things are different now.
Well, I'm married and I have a family, so I don't got to impress anybody but her from time to time.
Sounds like maybe you impressed the right girl. So that's good.
Yeah, I did good. I got a good one. So, just trying to figure out how to write music that, explains the life that I have now, that can still keep people engaged and hopefully connect with those people who are done raging through their 20s and in early 30s and are in a new chapter of their life. And I still love playing the old songs, but it's a challenge, I think, for any songwriter to kind of explain who they are at that specific moment, even though that moment is fleeting and it's going to pass. You're going to end up as someone else before you know it.
Yeah, well said. I was just kind of trying to process all of that. I mean,
we all change is what I'm saying. Change is good. You should try changing, put yourself in a new environment and a situation where you could grow. And I think that's life. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. So now that you're married, and do you have kids?
I have two girls, yeah.
How do you balance, life on the road when you do that with your family side of things?
Well, I'll tell you when I figure it totally out, but my wife is a really great person. So I think it's really when you have a partner who understands what you need in life, and she knows that this is who I am. She's not trying to take it away from me, and I respect who she is. She is a tree hugger, professional tree hugger. My wife, she takes care of trees, and she's a tree doctor, very bright, and I'm impressed by her knowledge, and we have a mutual respect, and that's who you should be with in your life when you want to share a life. Is make sure you're with the right person. Be careful out there. There's some crazy people.
There's some tricky Nickies out there.
There's some tricky Nickies and tricky Nicks.
There's some tricky Nicks. Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. What outside of music and maybe with your family, or what are some of the things you guys get up to outside of just the music?
Oh, wow. Well, I have a 4-year-old and a 1.5-year-old.
Okay, yeah.
So hobbies right now include, I'm playing kids songs to them on my guitar and
Great.
trying to teach them, I'm trying to learn how to be a father,
Yeah.
It's not something that is totally instinctual. It takes a couple tries and learning who you really are and trying to learn to be patient and giving and you see your own flaws when you become a parent. You're like, oh man, I got to work on that. But I've been trying to take care of myself, get outdoors, get exercise, and I'm not as young as I used to be. So I'm just trying to hang with these young cats who are playing fresh versions of reggae and their own takes on their life situations. So I'm very intrigued by them and their stories, and see who I gravitate to. And I'm all about music and family. That's really it. I love baseball. I love the Phillies and the Eagles. I'm from the Philly area. So I share, as lame as it might sound, I like collecting baseball cards and basketball cards.
I find this out. A lot of the musicians are really into trading cards. I don't know what it is about the music thing, but it's definitely a thing.
I wish I had more time to go and check out little shops.
Yeah.
But you're always on the move. But it's like, man, you want to dig and find like a treasure. So, that I played baseball as a kid. I was a sports guy. I wouldn't say a jock, but I loved baseball. So it'd be kind of cool to get back into that with the kids, get them into sports and music.
Yeah.
And, it's a pretty cool life. I think those 4 things all I need.
That's awesome. And yeah, you're right. As you get older, you're like, you maybe have pulled yourself out of baseball yourself, but now you have a chance to revisit that with your kids. So I think that's the great way to approach it, man. I got a couple more questions. So you did mention, you're like, I'm hanging out with the younger and up and coming musicians. What's a piece of advice that you would give to somebody that's just kind of getting started? They probably going through some struggles trying to make it work.
I think that the rush is in your mind. There's not a big rush. I think what I've noticed with some acts that have become popular is that, I was really roaring to go out and tour, and it's not something that everybody needs to do right away in this day and age. You can make such a big impact online if that's your comfort zone. If you're good at making videos, you have a friend to do that, and you work on your skills, get a mentor. Try to get as good as you can as your instrument and seek out people who are passionate and love their job. I would even say outside of what you do, try to find people who love what they do. And I know there's not a lot of people who love what they do for work, let's be honest, but I think those type of people rub off on you well. So I would say to a young person, you got time, work on your craft and just try to enjoy this. Don't, try not to stress yourself out. It's music and everybody loves it. It just takes time, man. That's it.
I think that's a great piece of advice. Not a musician myself, but I see that where it's like there's this fight to get just out there as quick as possible. And I think once you realize you can take your time, you can actually handle yourself. You'll feel better. You'll take care of yourself along the way.
Yeah, you have to let life flow, and you can't push too hard. And you end up stressing yourself out and you're not enjoying yourself. And then it becomes a job and you're like, what's the point? We're supposed to be musicians, so we don't have to work.
Yeah, exactly, man. Any last words you want to leave for the fans, everybody that's been there from the start to everybody that's just getting to know you now?
Oh, man. Thank you so much for these people who are so passionate and reach out to me and tell me what my music means to them, because that gives my life value. So thank you very much.
Perfect. And with that, we'll sign off. Highly recommended. Mike Pinto at Everwild 2025. Peace.